There's a hierarchy in every room, whether you see it or not. The powerful aren't watching everyone. They're watching the few who stand out and the many who disappear the moment they walk in. Not because they're quiet, not because they're humble, but because they radiate habits that scream one thing: irrelevance.
Hey guys, we're Wisdom, based in Abu Dhabi. We use AI tools to make these concepts come to life, but it's our amazing team who goes deep, breaking down powerful philosophical ideas and showing how they really apply in everyday life. We hope you enjoyed today's content.
Machiavelli didn't write for the masses. He wrote for the rulers, the ones who understood that visibility isn't about being loud. It's about being felt. And when you carry these common habits, you don't just get ignored. You become invisible to power, to opportunity, to respect. Let's break down the first 9 behaviors that are quietly erasing you. When a powerful person enters a room, their awareness expands. They scan, they assess, they dominate silently. But when a weak person walks in, they collapse inward. Their body language shrinks, their energy retreats, their eyes search the ground instead of claiming space. To the powerful, this person doesn't even exist. Not even worth evaluating. Because if you don't value your own presence, why should anyone else? Appearances are the weapons of influence. Disappear, and your enemies need not destroy you. You've done it yourself. Walking into a room is your first test. Your shoulders should lead, your eyes should scan deliberately, and your energy should project out, not in. Don't wait to be noticed. Move like you expect to be. Even when your words are strong, your tone gives you away. The rising intonation, the soft trailing off, the excessive like, and sorry. It doesn't matter what you say if it sounds like you're seeking permission to speak. Powerful people will tune you out within seconds. You think you're being polite, but what they hear is, "I don't believe what I'm saying. I'm asking for approval." To Machiavelli, speech was a weapon. Measured, intentional, controlled. Not desperate, not shaky, and never performed for consensus. Train your tone to be flat, calm, and final. Speak in low, slow rhythms with fewer words and more weight. Let silence carry your confidence. Never fill the space just to be heard, because the moment you stop sounding unsure, people start leaning in. Laughter is a social signal. It says, "I agree. I'm harmless. I'm here for comfort." But as Machiavelli would have warned, the one who laughs first gives the power away, especially when it's not even funny, when it's nervous, or when you're laughing at something that subtly mocks you. Powerful people test you by tone. They say something risky, sarcastic, borderline rude, and then they wait. Not to see if you're offended, but to see if you'll laugh to stay in their good graces. The moment you do, they've marked you. You'll never be seen as equal again. Don't laugh to belong. If something is disrespectful, don't smirk. Go silent. Hold tension in the air. Let them feel your stillness. Because when they don't know how to read you, they don't know how to control you. And that is power. You're asked a question, you answer, and then keep going. Adding backstory, disclaimers, softeners, and extra examples. Not because it's needed, but because you feel the need to justify your right to speak. This habit makes you invisible, because it reeks of insecurity. Powerful people don't have the time or patience for people who narrate their thoughts like a podcast no one asked for. You think, if I just explain it clearly enough, they'll understand me. But they think, if he needs this many words, he's not worth listening to. As Machiavelli would say, the more you explain, the more control you hand over. Let your words be few and final. Answer, then stop. Let silence carry the rest. Speak like your time is expensive. Let them ask if they want more. Never assume they do, because when you speak less, your words gain weight. When you speak too much, your value dissolves in the noise. You sit at the table, but you don't speak unless spoken to. You linger on the edge of conversations, hoping someone will invite you in. You wait to be given permission, socially, professionally, emotionally. This is the death of presence, because it broadcasts the one thing Machiavelli warned against: dependence on others for validation. When you wait to be included, you make it known. I'm not sure I belong here. Can someone else decide for me? Powerful people never wait. They insert themselves. Not arrogantly, but decisively. Because they understand one thing: value doesn't knock. It walks in. Don't ask, is it my turn? Take the turn, steer the moment, add value fast. Then go silent. Let your contribution echo. The ones who hesitate are forgotten. The ones who speak once with weight are remembered. You have preferences, limits, and non-negotiables. But the moment someone questions them, you soften, you explain, you backtrack. Whether it's about how you spend your time, who you date, or what you tolerate, you treat your boundaries like something that needs defending. And the moment you do that, you lose all gravity. Machiavelli understood that standards are not about morality. They're about power calibration. If you apologize for your standards, you make them seem arbitrary. If you stand by them silently, you make them sacred. Say no without flinching. Decline without a backstory. Walk away without signaling pain. When your standards are delivered without explanation, they become law, and law commands respect, not permission. You think compliments build connection, but overuse them and they become currency with no value. You say things like, "Nice job," or "Wow, that's amazing," to keep conversations smooth, to show warmth, to align yourself. But Machiavelli would tell you this: praise, when given too freely, loses its weight and signals the desire to belong, not the strength to lead. When you flood them with flattery, powerful people see someone who is trying too hard to be liked, which means they need them, which means they can be controlled. Withhold praise until it costs something. Deliver it like a reward, not a reflex. Make it specific, rare, and slightly delayed. When you speak admiration with discipline, it stops being noise. It becomes a signal, and the powerful listen to signals, not endless validation. You match their tone, their slang, their laugh, their rhythm. You subtly adjust yourself to fit them. You think you're building rapport, but what you're building is invisibility. Because the more you reflect someone else, the more you blur your own edges. And the moment your identity becomes fluid, they stop seeing you as an equal. To the powerful, unconscious mirroring screams desperation. It says, "I'll become whatever you need me to be. Just don't exclude me." And that's when they stop respecting you, because they know you'd rather be accepted than be truly seen. Keep your natural tone, even if it clashes. Don't match volume or mirror body language just to smooth things out. Let there be tension. You don't need to dissolve it, because only people with nothing to prove stay solid in the presence of difference. And that solidity creates curiosity. Yes, gratitude is powerful, but like any powerful thing, timing is everything. If you thank someone before establishing your own presence, you look like a subordinate. Phrases like, "Thank you for your time," or "Thanks for having me," sound polite. But Machiavelli would see them as a silent confession. I believe this interaction benefits me more than it benefits you. That single power imbalance makes you smaller, even if you're talented, valuable, or brilliant. Delay gratitude. Establish presence first. Speak with parity before praise. Let the interaction reveal mutual benefit before expressing deference. Because when you walk into a room thanking someone for letting you be there, you reinforce the lie that you didn't belong. And power doesn't respect what crawled to get in. It respects what walked in with its head up. These habits don't scream weakness. They whisper it, and those whispers are louder to the powerful than any shout. They don't need to analyze you. They feel the signals, and when those signals tell them, this one bends, this one shrinks, this one mirrors, You vanish from their field of attention. They don't hate you. They don't judge you. They simply don't notice you. And that's worse, because when power forgets you, so does opportunity. So does influence. So does the world. But when you kill these habits, something changes. The air around you thickens. People pause before speaking to you. They ask you questions differently. They correct their tone without being asked, not because you demanded respect, but because you removed every habit that made you ignorable. What's left is presence, and presence is what the powerful cannot afford to overlook. You don't become visible to powerful people by trying to be seen. You become visible by becoming undeniable. To truly master the subtle art of influence and presence, delve into Machiavelli's timeless work, The Prince. Find the link to acquire your copy in the description below if you see me again. Well, congratulations. It means you're starting to think differently. It means you're paying attention. And if that's the case, you already know what to do next. Because in a world full of manipulation, silence, and strategy, you don't follow the noise. You follow the power.
Thanks for spending time with us. If this sparked a new way of thinking, hit like and subscribe to keep the ideas flowing. And don't forget, check the description for the links to the resources and the original books we used today. We'll see you in the next one.